All right, welcome everyone. Third regular season matchup between Windsor and Southpoint. These teams, while heavy at the front end, won't see each other until the early part of next year. One final time. At Tecumseh Arena for a game today. Kind of a neutral site here. Three officials lined up for this game. Southpoint Stars in the white. Windsor Wildcats in the red. Ryan Walton getting the start between the pipes. We're ready to go. Johnson pulls the puck all the way back. St. Denis backhands it for Lulich. Lulich gets it up for Della Valle and then poked forward by Johnson. On the stick now, Chan. Up for Johnson. Back behind her in the skate. Johnson will go back to retrieve the loose puck. Good reach. Sends back Windsor to regroup. Right through the middle. Picked up by Della Valle. As it bounced off of her stick. And St. Denis cross ice there for Chan. Near side board. Crossing the line. Johnson with her. Still got it. Chan backhands it towards the goal. Steered to the corner by the goaltender. Puck comes near sideboard to try to carry it out, float it through the middle. Picked up there by Chan. Turn the other way. Defensemen go for a change. Chan by herself. As the puck bounce off her stick. And the Wildcats will attack through the middle. Stretch pass. Icing will be the call. So we'll get a face-off down to the goaltender's left. I believe that's Nacarado getting the start for Windsor today. It was just 1 week ago, these teams were playing each other at Forest Glade. Southpoint coming on the top of that game, 4-1. Amaral competing for the puck. Puck gets sent up to the near side board over for Inslee. Inslee shoots, throws it towards the net, stop with a skate. There in the slot, Dufour with a shot, didn't pull enough of the puck to get it on net. Behind the goal now, Dufour goes down trying to play the puck. Puck bounces up. Pinching there is Perry. Backhands it towards the goal. But it's intercepted now. St. Louis through the middle. Across the line. Backhanded by Sperduti. Going for it behind the net and picking it up is Seville. Tries to center it out. Up to the point now. Shot is blocked off Amaral. She'll pick it up, float it towards the goal. No icing as the Stars get a full change. Here's Veselinovic picking up the loose puck, scaring down below the goal line on the backhand. Puts on the brakes. Does it roll off her stick, puts on the brakes again. Gets it back to the point for Fisher. Fisher shoots. Blocked on the way through, didn't make its way there. Fisher will get a second attempt to bat it forward. Outside of the reach of right. Intercepted here by Alsop, throws it at the goal. It didn't miss by much. Back for it there is Lulich. Go with it. Casey bats it forward. Below the goal line. Getting that puck up for Wright. Wright goes cross ice, intended for Alsop. She'll peel off and get a change. Right in Veselinovic on the forecheck. As the puck bounce off the stick at the outlet it. Inslee. Over for St. Denis. Gains the line. Gets it up for Della Valle onside. Not deep enough though. St. Denis tries to seal the board and that's picked up by Johnson. Backhanded into the board. Della Valle's got it. Skating off the wall. Backhands it towards the net. Very loose shot. Not a whole lot on it. Through the corner. Here's Chan. Shoots. Rebound. Oh, Johnson had it right there on the doorstep. Comes back to the point. St. Denis shoots. That's blocked. Again, St. Denis holds the line and kept in there by Johnson. Johnson up for Chan. Chan trying to pull it back in. It gets back up to the point for Krushelnyski. Shoots. Doesn't find its way to the net. Intercepted. Puck bounces. Going down there is Chan. Trying to get to her feet. Played up to the near side board, but not out. Here's Chan again with the puck. Throws it at the net. Doesn't find its way to the goaltender. Back to the point. Krushelnyski shoots. Deflected on the way through. Picked up by Johnson. Good pressure here. And we got the net off its pegs. So we'll get a whistle with an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Good pressure, sustained. Really difficult viewing angles here, so I apologize if the camera's off-centered. Right off the draw, Amaral trying to pick it up. She still got it. Centers it. There's no Star there to pick up that pass. Comes cross ice, cross the line, Sperduti, wide. No shot. Into the corner. Up for Amaral. Amaral battles there, trying to get some support there from Inslee. Backhanded by Barretto. Intended for Amaral, just outside of her reach. Windsor will try to stretch it back and send back Bergjar. Up to the line and out. Coming back for it with Seville. Over skating it. Perry picks it up. Gives it for Inslee. Inslee up for Amaral. Gets enough of that puck to bat it forward. Defenseman for the Stars will change. Oh, two players, one from each team, missing that puck on the outlet on the board. Fisher floats through the middle, picked up by St. Louis. Touched up by Anson. She skates in, pick up the loose puck, puts on the brakes. Has the puck roll off her stick as she intended to shoot. And here's Wright. Cross the line, Alsop on her wing. Wright keeps the puck left, puts on the brakes. There's a backhanded towards the net that's picked off. Rimmed around the far side board and floated through the middle. Lulich bats it forward. Puck gets off of a few stick blades. Now for Fisher. Ricochets and comes over for Alsop. Alsop bats it into the zone. 9:27 remaining in the first period. Still no score. While their zone penetration has been in the Windsor end. Della Valle. She's got it. Floats it back into the zone. Trying to pursue the dump in on the opposite side. Della Valle hunting. Veselinovic, along with Fisher stealing the board. Causing some problems there for Windsor. They can't get the puck out. Into the corner now with some room. Trying to skate it out. Floated through the middle. Off the stick of Fisher and picked up by Lulich with some room. We've got an upcoming penalty that's going to go to Fisher for interference. So, first power play of the game. Up for the Wildcats. That's St. Louis in to take the draw. Just waiting for the penalty to get shown up on the clock. There it is. And I think we're ready to go now. Windsor controls it off the draw. Goes cross. Shot. That goes off the pants of Inslee. Back below the goal. They keep it to the exterior. Back down low. Trying to skate it out. Back to the point now. No shot. To the sideboard. Throws it at the net. Rebound was right out on the side of the net. And Windsor power play goal goes up 1-0. Lots of traffic out in front. Good patience by Windsor to go ahead and move the puck to the exterior and wait for an opportunity to shoot. Just 26 seconds into that power play. Face off. Picked up there by Windsor. Carried into the zone. Wide, near side board. Below the goal line, centering pass. Well, with a stop. Comes out of the zone, sending back Burrell. On the forecheck, both Barreto and Amaral. Neither can get it, but it squeaks out there on the backhand, taken by Dufour. Amaral down low. Dufour also looking. It bounces off of her equipment. Back on the stick of Amaral. Centers it out. Stick check. Comes up to the point. Off the stick of Inslee. They'll have to regroup. Turning. Floats it back into the zone. Windsor. Can't get the puck out. Up at the line. Inside the zone. We got an offside call against Southpoint. Full change here. Veselinovic settling to take the draw. Right on her left. Alsop to her right. That face-off is batted forward into the zone. This is going to be an icing call against Windsor. Defender just threw it forward. Krushelnyski and St. Denis manning the point. That face-off is picked up by Windsor and carried. Disrupted by Krushelnyski, sent back into the zone, and floated up again. Krushelnyski has the puck bounce over top of her stick. Over for St. Denis. She throws it up, outside of the reach of the defender, sending Windsor back to retrieve it. Windsor throws it forward to go around St. Denis. 2-on-1 here. Shot, save made by Walton, and bats out to the corner for St. Denis. Off the stick of Alsop, but she gets enough of it to get it out. Alsop tries to go cross ice for right. It's picked off. In front of the Windsor bench now, they bat it past center. Outside of the reach of Chan, and then dumped it back into the zone. Hansen will go to change. Right. Can't get the puck out. Dumped back into the Stars zone. Can't handle it on the outlet. Windsor's got it again. Picked off there by Johnson. Tapped forward. Both Johnson and Chan going for it. And the feet. And they go cross ice. Just goes around wide of Fisher. Centering pass. No one there. 3-on-2 developing here the other way. That's Della Valley. She goes around the defender into the zone. The puck's rolling on its edge. Picks it up by low the goal line. Centering pass out in front. Save. Rebound as Inslee throws it towards the net. That goes off the stick of Perry on the clearing attempt. And we got a high sticking call. So we'll get a whistle here. Southpoint coming close. The centering pass off the stick of Della Valley. There was a shot and save with the paddle, and nothing more. The face-off is won by Southpoint for Perry. Throws it forward into the skate now of Amaral. That's Dufour picking up a clearing attempt and found it right in front of her, so she pulled the trigger on it quickly, covered up for a whistle. Muscled off the puck there on the draw is Dufour, and Windsor will pick it up through the middle. Barreto keeps him to the outside. Perry bats it up. Side of stretch of Barreto. Centering pass. That's disrupted by Inslee. Amaral. Knocked off the puck there is Inslee. Oh, right out in front. Walt with a save. Prime time area, no one there as Inslee was recovering. Back below the goal now. Inslee will go to retrieve it with some room. Gets it up for Amaral. Amaral was facing the opposite way. Puck will go the length of the ice, no icing. Team will change, both teams. Allsop. Good job with the forecheck. She's got the puck on her stick. She crosses the zone. Drops there for Veselinovic. Shoots. Save made. No rebound. Gets it back to the point. Krushelnyski. Over for St. Denis. Throws it at the net. Save. Good stop there by Nacarado to kick it out. Pass intended through the middle for Anson. Behind her. No icing. Backhanded to Krushelnyski. Up for right, off of her stick though. Throw it back into the Southpoint zone, sending Krushelnyski back for it. St. Denis in front of the net. She'll get that pass off of Krushelnyski. Backhanded for Wright. Wright was waiting for it, but met immediately. Two players from both teams battling along the near side board, just atop the circle. Picked up there by St. Denis. She is bothered there by Casey. She goes down. Here's Wright. With some room down the wing. Gets the center line and bats it into the zone. 3:27 remaining in the first period. 1-0 Windsor on the power play goal. Back into the zone. Chan will retrieve it. Good job by Lulich to get that pass cross ice up for Fisher. Fisher has it intercepted and it's sent right back in. Lulich turns. Pass there is intercepted and sent right back in. Up for Chan. The puck will get out. Chan along with Johnson. Picking it up now. Chan into the zone. Goes in. Cuts in. On goal. Rebound. Where is it? Centering pass. Here's Johnson. Shoot, scores! But the net is off its pegs. They're going to blow that dead. The net was off of its pegs as Johnson went to shoot. There will be no goal. Referee is signifying that face-off will be, in fact, to the left of the goaltender as the net gets reset. So bad break there for the Stars. Nice play by Chan to penetrate and create an opportunity. Once on the backhand and once on the centering pass. A little bit extra maintenance there by the linesman to make sure the peg doesn't come off again. Chan trying to hold it there. Gotta be careful. Here's Chan. Gets it up for Johnson outside of her reach. Play it high on the board. Bounces out through the middle now. That's Sybil. Trying to go around Lulich. Lulich, good job. Covered up by Walton. Fisher just trying to settle it down. Good job by number 16 to keep Sybil wide so she couldn't cut to the net. Face-off drawn back there by Dufour, picked up by Perry. She'll get it up for Amaral. Bats it in. Into the zone. Back to retrieve it is St. Louis. With some room. Throws it up for the winger. Winger cuts in the middle. Gets out to Sperduti at center ice. She'll be content to dump it into the zone. Sending Perry back for it. Gets it up for Barreto. She'll throw it into the linesman up against the wall and sent right back into the Stars zone. Inslee. Just to get it up. Amaral. We're going to get an upcoming penalty here. I believe it's going to go to Amaral. Are they going to call it body checking? Sure are. So, second power play of the game for Windsor with 1:45 on the game clock. St. Denis and Inslee on the back end. Wright and Veselinovic. Killers up front. Drawn to the corner there by Veselinovic on the stick of Inslee. She was going to try to take it to the corner, but tries to take it away. Windsor's got it. Far side. Tries to center. Little tip play there by Sakella. Moves by much. Windsor retrieves it. Down low. Back to the point. No shot. Earl sends it far side. Oh, comes right out front. Save made by Walton on the short side, holding the post. Windsor's got it again. Skating back out to the top. Over for Casey. Shoots. Cuffed Walton a little bit coming through. She makes the stop. Puck comes out for Veselinovic. She tries to protect the puck. Gets it up to the line, but not out. Windsor at the top of the circle. Shoots. Missing on the far side. Sent the length of the ice by St. Denis. And all four players will change. Stretch pass cross ice. Going down there is St. Louis. Putting on the brakes is Chan. Didn't have enough of it to pull the trigger to send it the length of the ice. Windsor to retrieve it. Floats it to space. Over top of the line. Disrupted there by Perry. Sorry. Inside the zone. Still got it. 38 seconds. 20 on the game clock. Into the corner. That's Lulich. Another Wildcat at St. Louis trying to help out. Audette, or Spadudi rather. Puck gets cleared. Out to center now. 7 seconds on the game clock. Back into the zone. This should do it. This is sent out by Perry. And that'll do it for the period. So, haven't got our shot clock really working here. We've got 16 seconds remaining on the penalty to Amaral. Both teams discussing strategy for the next period. Privileged to have the heaters on in here. Usually this rink here at Tecumseh is fairly cold all the time. This weekend we'll see Southpoint also travel to St. Thomas tomorrow night for a game, 7:30. I don't know. It's not being compiled, right? So, wish I could tell you the shots. All right, getting set to start the second period. Again, 16 seconds on that clock. Trying to chill. Checking for the goaltenders. They're ready to go. And we're set for the puck drop. 2-4. Battles around, but Windsor picks it up. Across the line, onside. Putting on the brakes, down low. Comes back out to the point for Reno. Shoots. Walton sees it all the way. Comes it up for a whistle. 1 second on that clock. Some direction there from the bench. If we can win this draw, St. Denis is looking for the Hail Mary. Puck gets caught up in the feet. Dufour. That's a puck get intercepted by Spadudi. Shot blocked off Krushelniski. Back out to the top of the blue line and saved. Stretch pass through slot area. Wasn't picked up by anyone. Clearing attempt into some more equipment. Pareto doesn't get enough to get it out. We'll send Krushelniski back for it. She'll rip it around the boards. Amaral. Second attempt. Bats it out into neutral ice. Having some trouble with it. Losing an edge. It's bouncing up. Amaral picks it up. Throws it in the zone. She'll change. Dufour and Barreto looking for it. Stretch pass. Not intended for anyone in particular, just sent the length of the ice. This should be icing. It is indeed icing. Face-off is controlled briefly by Southpoint and then picked up by Windsor in the loose puck. All stop. Along with Veselinovic. Now on the stick of Lulich. Cross for Fisher. Fisher gets it up for right. Just taps it forward. Trying to get there first is Veselinovic. So puck bounce off of her stick. And it'll get sent cross ice. Near side board, Lulich. Taps it up for Alsop. Alsop gets tripped up. We got an upcoming penalty here. Veselinovic cross the line. Goes cross there for Wright. Wright puts on the brakes. Walton making the long skate. Here comes Wright. Losing it. Back into the corner. Knocked down again is Alsop. And that will stop play. As they got the sixth attacker out there, but couldn't really set up. So, first power play of the game for the Stars. 13-11 into, or remaining rather, in the second period. Della Valle, Johnson, Chan, St. Denis, Lulich. Lots of firepower out here. Back up to the point. St. Denis has it. Has a puck roll off her stick, recollects it, goes cross for Lulich. No shot. And for Della Valle. Della Valle drops it for St. Denis. Shoots! Deflected on the way through off the stick of Johnson into the corner. Down low there is Lulich. Back for Johnson. Behind the net. Up front there. Chan scores! And that came off after the puck was in the net. This time, it'll be a power play goal. Nice little setup there. And that started with Lulich sealing the board and getting down low. Getting the puck to Johnson. Quickly out for Chan. And we got a tie hockey game at 1 apiece. Referee now double checking the net on the opposite end to make sure that it's locked down. Dufour in to take the draw. Picked up by Barreto as it roll off her stick. Windsor has it now. Into the feet. Anson into the zone. Dufour's going to get a penalty here for head contact. Whether that's 2 or 4, don't know here. She was just trying to rub them out and maybe a little bit late moving there. And it's indeed 4 minutes. So, call is intent on the head contact. And we'll see Southpoint on the penalty kill for the next 4, unless we get some markers. That puck almost came out. We go cross ice in front of the bench on the blue line. Pass inside, disrupt the Derboff carry. Back down low, centering pass. On the stick of Amaral. She tried to backhand it quickly. Catches it on the forehand, luckily. Barreto on the forecheck. Aggressively trying to get there to disrupt the outlet. Charlotte Wright. Now on the stick of Barreto. Barreto's got it. Toe drag as it bounced off of her stick. She's still got room. She's locking it up. Gracie Copia getting a front row seat as they battle and the whistle gets blown. So we'll get a neutral zone draw. Good play to kill off some time. So despite the ticker at the bottom saying 4-on-4, it is in fact a power play for Windsor. 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining on that penalty. Double minor to Dufour. Back out to the point. Lulich just throws it back in. Down low there is Veselinovic. Close. Looks, she made the move. She still got it. The puck bounced off her stick a couple more times. Now Windsor turns it Audette into the zone. Shoots. Pad save. Through the corner. Right out in front. Bounces. Back out to the point. That's Grassi. Over for Seville. Skate it back out to the top. Seville gets it back. No shot yet. Skating the line. White watching her. Right out in the slot with a chance. Couldn't pull the trigger on the shot with St. Louis. Losing her edge going down with Veselinovic. Back below the goal now. St. Louis got it. Walks it back out to the point. Grassi shoots. Save made by Walton. No rebound given. And help for a whistle. Towards the end of the shift, Southpoint was losing a little bit of steam and gas. We'll get a full change now. That'll be Chan, and Johnson with Inslee and Perry. Casey in to take the draw for Windsor. Stuck in the feet. Pulled out by Windsor. Back to the point for Reno. No shot. Goes cross. Burrell doesn't shoot. Dumps it into the zone. Inslee battling on the board. Windsor's got it. Tries to skate it out. Poke check by Walton. Sticked out there by Chan. Chan's going to have a chance here. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Chan down the wall. Just holding on to the puck. No shot. Carries it back behind the net. Holds it there. Fished out by Windsor. Up to the winger. Good back check by Johnson. But has it taken away. Windsor back at the point. Good stick check there again by Johnson to get the puck out. 1:36 remaining in the power play for Windsor. Johnson back down low. She's rubbed out for time. They rim it up on the far side board. Pulled out by Chan. Chan will toe drag as a bounce off her stick. Takes a slash on the way through. On the backhand throws it forward. Della Valle coming off the bench for Johnson. Chan. Perry. Here's Della Valle now in the zone by herself. Oh! Had Barreto out there but couldn't get it to her. Krushelnyski back. Off the skate back behind Civil as she was trying to get in. Della Valle trying to get around Barreto. Goaltender comes to settle it down. Trying to peel it away. Having some trouble back there. Barreto causing a problem. Good forecheck on the stick of Krushelnyski. Right back behind there though was a Wildcat. Picked up there by St. Louis. Shoots. Blocker save into the near side board. Windsor down low, centers it back out. Oh, thrown at the net. But not on goal. Goes right through the goal crease. Back out to the point. Down at the hash on the far wall. No shot. Plays it back down low. They skate up the circle. No shot yet. Drops it there. Alsop trying to get the pro side of the puck. Comes out to the point. No shot. Sticked out there by Della Valle. Good play. And the penalty expires. They killed it. Turning is Grassi through the middle. St. Louis tries to pull it through. Bats it behind the net. Veselinovic. Along with Wright. Wright can't get the puck. Below the goal. Centering pass. That's off the paddle of Walton. On the stick of Krushelnyski. She'll get it out to safety. This is it going to be icing, really? It is. Just enough weight for it to carry. And we'll get a defensive zone draw to the left of Walton. So roughly 4 shots, maybe 5 on that power play. 8:04 remains in the second period. Tied at 1. Stars looking to tip the ice back the other way. Shot attempt. That's saved by Walton. Can't cover up the rebound though. Comes out near side board. Hadfield sends it back into the zone. Lulich with the help of Dufour. Puck bounces. Lulich gets it up. Touched up for Barreto. Off the stick of Amaral. Into the zone Barreto goes. Pulls it in. Second attempt to get through as the puck roll off her stick. Dufour on the backhand. Keeps it in the zone briefly. Sent back in the zone second time. Should have been whistled, but it wasn't. Off of Amaral. Through the middle now. Off the stick of Dufour. That's Grubb. Outside of her reach. Amaral. Cross-ice pass intended for Barreto. Outside of her reach. Hadfield's got it across the center ice line. Dumps it into the zone. Fisher retrieves a loose puck. Got some room. Throws it out into space. No one here. Stick lifted there by Della Valle. Lulich will go back. Anson on the forecheck. Lulich has it. Calmly. Off the stick of Amaral into neutral ice. Floats back into the Windsor zone. 2 Stars on it. Putting on the brakes. Dufour trying to seal the board. Windsor having some trouble with it. Off the stick of Amaral. Trying to walk it out there was Dufour. It's picked up there by Hadfield. She'll rip it around far side board. Through the middle. Bounces off the stick outside the reach of Perry. She retrieves on the backhand. On the forehand, nobody else there. Casey sealing the board. Tries to throw it out front. That's intercepted by Lulich. Up to the line. Stella Valley battling. Puck gets thrown towards the net. Lulich will have to go back for it. Hansen competing. Alongside, shoulder to shoulder. The puck's in the feet. Pulled out there by Windsor. Try to get it back up to the point. Putting on the brakes. Sakella sends it back down low near side board corner. Picked up by Southpoint. That's Perry. Through the middle. Into the skate of Chan. No icing. Back below the goal. Chan hunting for it. Trying to take it away. Supporting. Oh, here's a pass off. Oh, another second attempt. Good job by Della Valle to find Johnson in the slot. Saved by the goaltender. Went off of the mitt. Not necessarily handled cleanly. Trying to go around is Johnson. Below the goal line. Johnson and Della Valle. Battling with two Wildcats along the wall. It's Casey. Johnson's got it. Centers it out front. Tended there for Chan. Backhanded into the zone. Johnson and Della Valle. Picked up by Johnson. Johnson. Back to the point for Perry. Perry. Throws it back into the zone for Johnson. Battling there. Trying to take it out of the corner. Back to the point for Perry. Throws it back into the zone. Oh, it takes a weird hop off the partition of the board. Comes back out for Perry. Has some trouble with it. Can't keep it in the third time. Puck gets thrown out there for Inslee, and she overskates it. Up front, Walton stopped. Puck was trying to be played to the forehand by Inslee, and it went over top of her stick, creating an opportunity for Windsor. Walton was in prime position to make the stop. 4:33 remaining in the second period. Face-off drawn into the corner. Southpoint has it, but throws it up front. That's disrupted there by Wright. And out. Batted into the zone. We'll have to clear. Krushelniski tries to stretch pass intended for Allsop. That's intercepted and thrown back into the Stars zone. St. Dennis backhands it. Out into space. Wright coming down really low. 3 Stars there trying to fish the puck out. That'll be Wright. There's some room. Backhands it. Goes around St. Louis. Back into the near side corner. Allsop going in hard, trying to take it. Here's Veselinovic. Shot right in the mask of the goaltender with a save. The puck is loose and then blown dead. As Allsop was hit and sent down. Veselinovic with a great opportunity to walk off the wall. Ringing the bell of the goaltender. Dufour in to take the draw. Barreto to her close wing, near side board with Lulich. Lulich has it, sends it back into the zone low. Dufour can't beat them, go around. It's picked up. Audette shields the puck. Floats it around there for Amaral. Amaral leaves it for the defender. Fisher sends it into the zone, but then taken out through the middle now. Borelli staying wide, trying to cut. Shot, that's blocked. Walton keeps the puck to the outside. Lulich up for Barreto. Through the middle. Dufour with her. Barreto running out of room. Drops to one knee. She's trying to get to her feet. And we've got an upcoming penalty here. And I believe this penalty is going to go to Windsor, as Barreto was impeded on her opportunities to try to get up. That'll be Kensington Verbs are with the penalty, so with 3 minutes even to go in the second period, the Stars will see their second power play. St. Denis, Glulich, Della Valley, Johnson, Chan. Same line that started the first power play. Can't win this draw. Into the corner. Puck gets up to St. Denis. Over for Lulich. Shoots. No rebound there as the goaltender put it in the net and held it for a whistle. Della Valley getting some extra instructions from the bench before the draw. Della Valley on her off wing on the far side board. She gets it right off the draw. Back for St. Denis. St. Denis has room. Shoots. He scores! Right upstairs! Into the corner. I don't think the goaltender saw it. Threads the twine, and St. Denis with a power play goal sends her team up 2-1. Stars. Good job by Della Valley to read the face-off and get it right back out to Della Valley at the point. We'll see if they can keep this momentum going as the period winds closer to its end. St. Denis remaining on the ice. Gets it up there for Alsop. Bounces off her stick. Second time. Over for Veselinovic. Gets it up for Alsop. Backhands it. It doesn't get much further than center. Puck ricochets into the Windsor zone. Fanning on the clearing attempt. There was Sakella. Floats through the middle. St. Denis. Up to the board, intended for Alsop, but that's instructed by Casey. She sends it back down low. Picked up there on the forehand, played up by St. Denis. Missing the puck on the clearing attempt was Krushelnyski, but that's picked up by Charlotte Wright. Has the puck bounce off her stick at center. Engaging on the forecheck. Stretch pass through the middle, picked up by Krushelnyski. Content to just float it back up the wall, sending Windsor back. Putting on the brakes behind their own net. Trying to come out. There's Alsop. Puck comes out of the reach. St. Denis holds the line. Tries to float it in, and then the puck will come out. Back for Perry. Backhanded up to center. Picked up by Wright. Right into the bench. Maybe off the referee into the bench. And an even 90 seconds to go in the second. Neutral zone draw in front of the Stars bench. Dufour, Loretto, Amaral, Perry, Inslee. Face-off one cleanly there by Windsor. On the stick now. Got it in by Dufour. Stretch pass coming through. Stick was knocked out of the ball she was trying to play. Cleared out to safety off the stick of Amaral. And she'll engage in the forecheck. Sending Seville back. Good job by Barretto. Can't hold it though. Here's Perry. Throws it towards the goal. Hit with a paddle. Settles down. Near side, far side dasher. 2-on-1 developing the other way for Windsor. Seville. In the slot. Shot. Blocker stop. Picked up by Perry. Perry trying to carry it out right through the middle. Far side board. At center. Trying to protect the puck there. Here's Barretto now. She'll chip it forward. This could be an icing call. It is, in fact, an icing call. So with 35.9 seconds remaining in the second, face-off will come to Walton's right. Stars late getting to the circle here. Johnson pulls it to the board, picked up by Rossi. Della Valley tries to throw the puck out, but that shot went wide. Off the stick now, Chan. Chan gets it up for Johnson. And Della Valley, ambitious in her efforts, was about 1.5 feet offside. 22.6 remaining on the game clock. Face off one cleanly there. Here's Della Valley, across the line. Walks in, passes over for Johnson, and she's bumped immediately. 10 seconds on the game clock. Centering pass there, intended for Johnson. Back to the point. Lulich shoots. Not a whole lot on it. Goes to the net. Rebound here for Chan. She tries to squeak it in. And that'll do it for the second period. So, Stars coming closer on a couple occasions in the dying 20 seconds. And we're going to get a flood. And we will be back after a short intermission. I'm behind the bench in Nashville. So I'm probably going to have to enable like Darko or someone. Are you going to Nashville? So maybe you can do it. Just keep going back and forth. You don't have to say anything. Just record it. It's all good. All right, welcome back. Getting ready to start the third period. Johnson wins that draw. Picked up by St. Denis. Into the zone. Leaves it there. Krushelnicki trying to hold. There's the body. St. Louis picks it up. Across the line. Tries to pull it in. Disrupted by Krushelnicki. Goes off some equipment back down low. Centering pass. Steered to the side wall there by St. Denis. Puck bounces. They'll send back for a jar. Off the stick. Now on to Chan. Can't deke in. St. Louis will pick it up. Pass. Couldn't pull the trigger on a shot. St. Denis, over for Chan. Through the middle now. As the puck bounce off her stick, but she'll go chase after it. The rest of her line mates getting a change. Here's Lulich. Cross for Fisher. Up, outside of the reach of Barreto. Puck will come out to the near side board. Trying to hold that wall is Fisher. She loses the balance and goes down, picked up by Emerald center. Sends it into the zone. Near side corner. It's a favorable hop as Windsor tries to play it out. This is going to go the length of the ice. This should be icing. Face-off is controlled by the Stars, sent into the zone. Emerald will pick it up. Tries to backhand it and cycle it down low for Dufour. Dufour bats it up for Emerald. Back into the zone. Icing will be the call against the Stars. Or sorry, rather the Wildcats. 13:03 remaining in the third period. Stars holding on to a 2-1 lead. Veselinovic late getting in the setup there. Alsop wins it cleanly back to the point. Goes up and gets blocked off the stick of Perry. Windsor has it. Oh, just outside of the reach of the forward. They're going to wave off the icing. Inslee retrieves. Tries to bat it up the board. Anson backhands it onto the stick of Sakella. She's met with a bunch of bodies trying to play that puck in the feet. Goes into the near side corner. Trying to pull it out there. Some contact made there. Ricochets out in front of Walton. Steers it to the side of Perry. Trying to play the puck up. Alsop coming down a little bit low to help. Veselinovic there also hunting. Oh boy, off the stick of Perry. Walton had to be quick to make a stop there. Net comes off. Both teams will make changes. Puck gets reset. Johnson pulls it to the corner, backhanded over off St. Denis. Another face-off win. Stars doing a better job in the face-off circle. That pass intended for Della Valle outside of her reach. Johnson back to Krushelnyski. Into some traffic. Trying to bat it up. Settled down there by Johnson. Up for Chan. Into the zone. Into the feet. St. Denis did a good job to shield the pathway to get in. Batted forward to Chan. Cross ice off the skate of Della Valle. Della Valle impedes the exit. Oh, cut out in front by St. Louis. Picked up there by Della Valle. Turns, shoots, deflected on the way through. Had eyes. Didn't find the net. Another backhand attempt going through. Here's a centering pass. St. Denis already with a power play goal today. There's Krushelnyski with a shot. Puck comes out to the corner. Savell will pick it up. Sending it the length of the ice. Icing is the call. Southpoint coming close on a couple chances there.
Why not?
Yeah, are you going to come to Nashville? We'll talk later. Here's a chance for Amaral. Just spins and shoots. 10:46 remaining in the third. Dufour pulls the puck back. Barreto over for Lulich. Back down low. Amaral centers there, intended for Dufour. Fisher as the puck bounce. Has some trouble with it. Now it's taken away. Grubb. She's met by Barreto. A drop play there for St. Louis. Playing the body. Centering pass intended for Audette in the middle of the slot. Puck bounces off her stick. Amaral will take it to length. Near sideboard corner. Amaral again behind the goal. Puck bounces off the stick. Barreto gets it back to the point for Lulich. Shoots. Oh, just missed the far side. Here's Dufour. Shoots. Gloved by the goaltender. And held for a whistle. So Dufour, Fisher having chances. Barreto settling that puck back down to the point. Good pressure sustained the other way. Selinovic taking the draw, pulls it right to right. off the head of Inslee on the clearing attempt. 2-on-1. Shot well over top of the goal. Perry turns into the skates of the linesman. Good play by Alsop to get it over for Wright. He throws it in the zone, goes around, picks the puck up in the corner. Tries to center it. Pinned up back behind the wall. Comes out to the near side. Competing for that puck is Veselinovic on the glass. They stretch it out. Oh, outside of the reach of Alsop, who was going the other way. Outside of the stick there of Perry, overskating it twice. Inslee and Wright. Inslee does enough to get the puck out. Veselinovic scaring them out of room, and then offside will be the call. So a bit of miscommunication between Wright and Inslee about who was going to play that puck. Could have been an odd man rush the other way. Johnson, Chan, and Della Valle back out. That puck is batted forward, rolling on its edge. Chan trying to get there. She's got it. Tries to walk right out in front on the backhand. St. Denis holds it. Back down low for Della Valle. Back over for St. Denis. Back for Della Valle. Della Valle losing a little bit of it. And it comes out to neutral ice. St. Denis will turn. Windsor's got it. Crossing the line. Johnson with a nice little move to get out. She throws it out into space. Oh, picked off there by Chan. Chan right through the middle. Backhand. Not a whole lot on it. Didn't find the net. Johnson. Back down low. Third Wildcat going in there, laying the body. A couple players falling down as they try to come apart. So this game has been all about the special teams. All 3 goals on the board came on the power play. Nothing outside of those. It's Borelli trying to get it out. Turning. Lulich up for Amaral. Across the line. Staying wide. Dufour supporting. But the puck will come out again on the stick of Borelli. Skating through the middle. Play there to keep it wide. Put on the brakes. Losing the handle on it. Wingers collapsing a little bit too low. Into the corner now. Lulich. What do we got here? Net's off again. He's looking at the referee thinking he might have been making a call on the play in the corner. Wasn't the case. I have to look at these camera angles to find out how these nets are coming off. With ease, it appears. Drawn to the corner. Windsor had it briefly. Picked up there by Veselinovic and then sent back into the zone. Perry back for it. Backhands it over into space. Veselinovic can't get it up to right. She's got it now. Gets it back down for Perry. Puck bounces. Comes on the stick now of Veselinovic with some wheels. Down the wing. No shot. Perry's behind the goal. Into the corner. Perry seals the boards. Get it back down for number 13. Playing up the board. Floating it through the middle. No icing. Inslee gets it up for right. For Veselinovic. She'll backhand it in the zone. That's brushed off. No icing. Stars will change. Windsor having some room to regroup. Stretch pass, near side board. Chan is back for it. Del Valle coming in to ensure that puck finds its way out. Oh, Fisher losing an edge going, or that's Krushelnyski rather, losing an edge and going down. Thankfully got back up and played it to her defensive partner. Puck will go the length of the ice. Chan and Del Valle. Johnson looking, she's got it. Now Chan, walking out front, has the puck roll off of her stick. Holds on to it. Here's Johnson. Shoots, scores! Short side, upstairs, over top of the block, a trapper. Goaltender didn't move. It went up fast and quick. The first even strength goal for both teams puts the Stars up 3-1. Good job by Chan to maintain possession down low. That line will remain out on the ice here. 5:52 remaining on the third period. Here's Lulich with some room. Gets the line, sends it in the zone. Nice play by the Windsor defender to evade. Here's Borelli now with some wheels on the far side. Floats it into the zone and goes and chases it. Fisher with Borelli. Grubb trying to hold. Johnson gets the puck up for Del Valle. She's met. Del Valle gets it up for Lulich. Oh, right through the middle now. And thankfully, Chan got a stick lift in there to make sure that puck didn't get out. Calmly keeps the puck. Goes cross ice, goes for a change. Del Valle's got it. Johnson will go to change as well. Here's Lulich. Along the line. Carries. Still has it down low. Puts on the brakes. Loses her handle on it. Comes up for Amaral. Amaral stands on the shot attempt. Lulich back now at her post. Here's Fisher. Into the bench off the brick wall. And that will draw a whistle. Neutral zone draw going off of a Windsor stick. Barretto for Inslee. Across the line. Sends it into the zone softly. Settles behind the goal. Picked up by the Wildcats. Up to the line. Perry holds. Sends it back into the zone down low. Taken by Dufour. She's content to send it to the opposite corner. Emerald trying to get over there. Inslee. Casey going around Inslee. Doing just enough. Here's Emerald now. Bergjar trying to get back. Shot! And that's swallowed by the goaltender in the midsection and held for a whistle. Good job by Inslee to do enough. This game is about 200 feet at this point, keeping the puck in the Wildcat zone as much as possible and not to take any unnecessary risks. Vasilinovic. Right. Has it off the wall. Vasilinovic shoots. Oh, missed. Not by much on the short side. Comes out for Perry. She'll throw it towards the net. Second attempt comes right back out. She'll throw it towards the net again. It'll bat to the corner. Third attempt. She's got a lane this time. That puck doesn't find its way through either. Now this puck will go the length. No icing. Back into the zone is Inslee with some room. This puck is taken. Got to be careful there as defenders to try to negate any sort of offensive zone push. Perry goes for a change along with Inslee. This puck is going to settle on goal. Handled with the paddle. 3:17 remaining in the third. 3-1 Stars. Chan back out at it again. No shot off the stick blade of Della Valle. She's still got it. Walks right out. Tries to turn and shoot. She's disrupted by St. Louis. Good stick. St. Louis will find the puck on her stick now. Right through the middle. Good job by St. Denis to keep the puck outside. Stars go to turn it. Goes around. Here's Chan behind her. Johnson's got it. Shoots. That's deflected. Johnson looking for it. Oh, here's Della Valle. Shoots. Scores! Far side. Low just above the pad. Good job to maintain the zone. Take the shots when they're there. Good effort by the Stars here in the third to open it up a little bit more and shoot the puck. (4-1 Stars, 2:22 remaining. Dufour wins it cleanly. Lulich back for it. Dufour back on the back check. Gets it up for Amaral. Amaral. She's met by Reno right at the line and stood up. Lulich calmly turns around. Gets it up for Amaral. Just outside her reach on the backhand. Good job coming back. Here comes Grubb. Crosses the line. Puts on the brakes. Throws it towards the net, but not on goal. Into the near side corner. Amaral going back in hard. Audette's got it at the point. Shoots. Walton. Oh, there's a stop there. Steer it to the back. She doesn't have a stick. The stick is in between her legs. She's trying to get it out of the way. Lulich has it. Trying to get that puck out. Good job by Amaral. Walton can recover her stick. First shot cuffed her. The second one she had to get acrobatic with. Out to safety. Inslee puts it. Sending back Bergjar into her zone. Approaching the final minute in the third. Taken off the skate of Casey. Inslee and Veselinovic. She's got possession of it, carries behind her goal. Tries to hold it. Little cut. She's got it with some space. Just losing the edge in the last second. Good regroup there. Perry. Up for Alsop. Cross the line. She'll throw it towards the net. Inslee. Stick checks it. Stars had to clear. Now on the stick of Perry. Perry goes cross ice. Veselinovic putting on the brakes. Make sure she collects it. Turns. It's the line. Final 10 seconds. Alsop on the forecheck. She holds. And as identical a week ago, same result. 4-1, Stars win. We've got a player down in the corner. We'll see who's down there in the corner. Hopefully she's okay. Trying to figure out who is down in the corner right now. Both teams waiting to shake hands. Like taking a knee first. Zamboni drivers being patient. We'll keep the camera off the injured player until we know who it is, and for argument's sake, making sure that she's okay before we go off. I don't know who it is. At a position on these boards here where you can't see into the corner because of the angles of the glass. On a lighter note, again, we will go to St. Thomas for a game tomorrow at 7:30. Player now getting to her feet. And I believe it's Veselinovic that was down. She is favoring one side, being helped off the ice. Hopefully nothing serious. And we get to see her out tomorrow as well. So both teams will meet at center ice to shake hands. To quote one Dan Miller, good job by the Wildcats, better job done by the Stars on this day. So 4-1 final score. We will see you guys tomorrow. Again, 7:30 start. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you can see when we go live. We'll try to send the link out in Team Snap. Until then, see ya.